on this episode of Black Truck Convos with MiAsia Symone.
I got a bag full of hood snacks.
All right.
So I got the Chester's or the Andy Caps hot fries.
Like trapping, like you a trapaholic. They cheated us. Our hairs used to be this long.
But why the hair though? I always want the
That was the swoopay.
Oh yeah.
The swoopay.
And I know that it has caused some problems in your marriage. How can both of the worlds collide?
You gotta ask that question differently.
They call you the Black Donald Trump. They still call you that. Hey, what's up? It's MiAsia Symone, and I greatly appreciate each and every one of you for tuning in to my very next episode of Black Truck Convos. Now, my next special guest, he's an entrepreneur, he's a radio personality, a TV personality. First of all, Atlanta legend. Let me put that first before everything. A father, a husband, and he's just an amazing man. So stay tuned. He's getting ready to get into this truck, and we're getting ready to talk to him and take him on a journey. Well, actually, he's getting ready to take me on a journey. Stay tuned. I got a legend sitting to the right of me, Yung Joc. How you feeling?
What's up, man? I'm good. How you?
Man, this got to be the coolest man in the city. Like, just, first of all, I want to give you your flowers for being from Atlanta, putting on for the city, putting on for the culture, and you know how to stay relevant. Like, what's the key to staying relevant?
Woo, sheesh, my geesh. I think that, honestly, the key to staying relevant is just truly knowing who you are. Because a lot of times when you're trying to follow what other people are doing, they're already who they are in that space. They're already good at what they are good at. That's why you acknowledge them. You know what I'm saying? So now you keep coming up as a third or fourth place, fifth place contender. Mm-hmm. Because you're trying to cover grounds that are already being covered.
Be something you're not.
Be something you're not. Or, you know, you trying to run with the move, the motion of wherever you at. Mm-hmm. And I don't do that. I love to see people have their own waves, you know. Mm-hmm. And I think, you know, when people ask me stuff like, well, why you don't make music like that? Because I realized my genre had a sound. Okay. And it's coming back around now. It is. Right? It is. But still, it's almost being forced to come back around through the new generation to kind of say, hey, we paying homage, right? Yeah. And that's cool and all. And in the process of me knowing that, that one little thing that I said, it pushed me to not ever want to sound like nobody else. Because let's be for real, you name anybody out right now, I can rap like them.
You definitely can.
You know what I'm saying?
Because there's no distinct sound.
Now I'm not gonna be as lyrical as a Kendrick or a Drake, right? But guess what? When you start naming other artists, these cadences ain't the most amazing cadences. I can hear that shit and emulate it in a heartbeat. But then at that point, I lose my identity. Somebody say, well, I mean, but you stay relevant. But I stay relevant how I choose to stay relevant.
Look, you dropping gems already. You know, the whole point of Black Truck Convos is to keep it real, to give us new experiences. You're going to take me to places I don't even know where we about to go right now. Yeah. But before we get into that, of course, we got to start with some drinks. So,
okay.
A little birdie told me you like Don Julio.
MiAsia, what you trying to do? Like, girl,
well, it's 5 o'clock somewhere.
God, it's too early.
It is not. It's never too early.
Nah, yeah.
Like that, you take that one. I'll take this one.
No, we good. Come on.
Oh, you don't need no ice.
No, I'm saying, I'm gonna help you.
Okay.
I'm gonna assist.
You gonna help me open
I got you. No, how about this? I'll help you open it.
Okay.
I'm gonna mess up your nails.
Okay. Oh, look at you, so considerate. Yeah, I just got them done yesterday.
And see, I didn't get mine done. You see the chip coming off? Yeah, looking like a real little hoochie dad in here.
Oh my God. Without the shorts.
Without the shorts, man, you real hoochie this morning. All right, put that right here.
Okay, we gotta tap it.
Okay.
All right.
You don't want ice?
I do want ice. I was trying to.
This ain't club ice cubes. This the cookout ice cubes. We good. He came out. He came out auntie freeze or something. Them big ice cubes. This shit, big ass cube right now.
What is it? What's that shape?
That's the crescent moon. Them the ice tray you get from Dollar Tree.
Right.
So I'll pour you.
All right, that's good. That's good.
I want it to be great. We ain't selling for good over here.
Jeez, we had a long ride. We just getting started.
So we can sip. Because I don't shoot.
We cheers it to good energy.
Good energy.
a great remainder of the year.
Amen.
And cheers to future success.
Okay, I'll take that.
Yeah.
Salutes.
All right, so I don't know where we're going, but I know
Okay.
we headed to the south side because I mean I'm from Atlanta. Clearly,
Okay.
we headed 75 south. So College Park.
Okay.
One of the places where you're from, because you told me that you were from two sides of town.
All right.
So talk about the differences in that and just the journey and growing up in two different places.
Man, well, my mom, West Side, you know what I'm saying? She went to Doug High.
Mm-hmm.
My whole family on that side, kind of, her sisters, uncles, Doug High.
Mm-hmm.
My dad, South Side, you know what I'm saying? He went to Washington High, even though that's a West Side school, you know what I'm saying? But by the time I was able to, because I always been popular in school, right?
Yeah.
But what came with that was the unnecessary
Hate.
the unnecessary BS that come with being popular, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And so, on the West Side, in school, you had semesters.
Mm-hmm.
When you go to the South Side, you had quarters. The school system different,
Yeah, okay.
And so it was just always a little different. I'm gonna keep it 100. South Side at that time, when I was younger, came with a different leverage because of the tax bracket.
Okay.
So for black folks, we thought that the South Side was middle class.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Compared to the West Side.
Compared to the West Side, or just the part of the West Side I'm from, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, it just was a little different. It's like, they both hood, you can't be
You
like,
can't really compare them.
Nah. Because you think about the West Side, you got a lot of trap legends from the West Side. You know what I'm saying? You just think about it, right?
Yeah.
As far as in my era, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then when you go to the West Side, that's where you had the South Side, Jermaine Dupri's living out there, Holyfield living out there. When Deion Sanders, Dominique Wilkins stayed on Old National in Camelot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And these boys was popping.
Mm-hmm.
But at that time, that side of town was a step up.
What made you popular in school?
My ability to adapt.
So, but did you have you weren't a part of no teams or?
No, man, I just was a kid so I was really smart, right?
You are.
So I could come in class and kick it with the smart kids, but I was hip and from the street and hood enough to.
So you can kick it with them too.
I could kick it with my hoodies. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? My hoodies.
Yeah.
Cause that's how I go. If I come in classroom and I could look something, boom, finish my work, ace that shit too. Cause I was the kid that the teacher could in one, but it just depends on what class it is or who in the class with me. One class I might go in and the teacher say Robinson. Or they copied Josiel, they couldn't say Josiel. Or they couldn't say it, just all the kids pronounced it as Josiel.
It's Josiel though.
It's Josiel.
Josiel.
And I just didn't care to keep correcting people. It's Josiel. So when you go to certain schools, you hear people say Josiel. But now that we, that's it's really Josiel, then people kind of clean up. But anyway, a teacher come up and say, Josiel. Come up here and show the class how to work. Do. And the teacher be looking at me like, I just see so much more in you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're in the wrong.
But I can go and do that problem where you can understand it, right? Or figure out whatever on the board. But I still have my little twist because I might say something to make the class laugh. And I think that was the interesting part about, he really got the ability to be a leader if he just took the thought and the concept of leadership more serious.
So we used to work at the same station together. I'm not there anymore.
Right.
The last time we saw each other, I was hosting your cover. You and Kendra. Reveal at Hype Hair.
Yeah,
I did that.
Yeah.
So we run into each other a few times and we had a few conversations. I remember one time at work, you was trying to get online and you trying to fix the Wi-Fi and I came in and I helped you do that. But every single interaction that we had, you're just so humble. And I think that's what the city appreciates about you. That's why you still have longevity. That's why they can get up in the morning and listen to you on radio every day because you're real. You're genuine. You're not just like a Hollywood person that you know, you're one way, and then another way, you know, so.
You don't know something interesting?
What?
That's why I don't hang with a lot of other celebrities.
You don't have celebrity friends? I don't see you take a lot of pictures, but.
I feel like I do have celebrity friends, right? But in all actuality, I don't know how much of them are really friends or just association by status. Because a lot of times, because I am so real, I am so humble, when I'm around other celebrities, sometimes they just do too much.
It feels fake.
I ain't gonna say it feel fake. Sometimes it just feel just a little rehearsed. Sometimes it feel a little too extra. The sense of entitlement that comes with celebrities sometimes. And I'm not knocking nobody.
Yeah.
But me, the type of person I am, when I'm encountering certain energies, it makes me turn my volume down.
Yeah.
And I don't like to feel like I should get small.
You shouldn't have to dim your light.
Right. And it kind of makes it that way because now I'm really I start assessing the person that's in my space or whose space I'm in. And then that way now I'm in chill out mode and I'm listening.
Yeah.
Because I be having to see who I'm around because I don't know what type of drama these cats
You gotta read the room.
And then sometimes I just be wanting to know, like, I might be interested, like, this person is interested.
Yeah.
And then now I'm seeing him like, you really a lame.
Yeah.
Or like, you're not a good person.
Like
you know what I'm saying?
Lame in school and you just happen to come across a bag and now you like.
Or sometimes it's just not even, just lame. Just sometimes, man. Here's something interesting. I think a lot of people who aspire to be rich and famous or celebrity, they end up getting treated a certain way by celebrities or famous people. And in turn, it makes them want to emulate that same type of persona.
That's what they think they're supposed to do.
Yeah, it's like, yo, I'll never come to a door and be like, you know who I am?
Oh, yeah.
If they don't acknowledge me, I shouldn't ask you, do you know who I am? Just say, hey, look, who I need to speak to. My people gonna step up who we need to speak. We ain't gonna make no commotion about it.
You don't give no
we ain't
issue.
doing all that.
Yeah.
We ain't doing all that. Because in all actuality, you might not know who I am. And if I gotta say, do you know who I am? That's the lamest shit ever.
That
you know what I'm saying?
Can do, yeah.
So certain things that I'm just not doing. I'm not thinking I'm better than you because I got money. Right. I don't think I'm better than you because when I walk in the room, everybody know who I am. No, we human, man. We born to die.
Yeah.
And, you know, I mean, that's just me being on the straight up side.
Right.
But for real, I just don't be fucking around with the bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, that makes sense. Now with the music, I've always admired your music. I know you be like, oh, it's a sound, that was an era, but I feel like you could have kept, you know, consistently. Yeah. And I know you have to evolve, and I know that's what comes with.
I mean, I wanted to though.
You wanted to?
I wanted to, man.
Do we know the real story about like what happened? Like,
I think I fell out of love with some of the pieces on the board.
Okay, like what? Like
just some of the players.
Some of the players.
On
okay.
The board,
the politics with it.
The politics of it all.
Yeah.
Because look, man, let me tell you something. You know, the amount of effort and time you put into something trying to do what it is you love to do and what you've been chasing. When people get to playing with you, dog. When people get to playing with you, dog, that's a problem.
This industry is crazy.
That's a problem. And people will play with your ass, dog. Pause. But you know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hey, man,
So that's what made you feel like you were like, okay, because of the people, certain things you have to deal with, it's not even worth going into the studio recording anymore.
No, it's not saying it's not worth because I
feel
never
like
stopped recording.
Right now, I bet you can come up with a hit. Right now. I know you can.
Easy. It's
so
fun.
Why not ghostwrite? Wait, you are what you can't say?
Well, you know, I'm going to say this. A lot of people have been able to pull up on me in my personal spaces as a dumbfound look that comes over their face like, bro, what you doing? How you able to maintain this lifestyle? They'll understand because I do a lot of things that I just don't talk about.
Man, you had hit after hit after hit after it just wouldn't stop.
Still do.
And you still do. They still playing.
Just quietly.
You still do. That's good.
Just quietly. I don't know if you caught that.
It didn't go over my head.
I don't know.
It didn't go over my head.
Where it went?
I'm right here.
Hey.
Okay, but would you ever consider, like, right now, if you had to, because you are where you are in your life right now, would you consider jumping back in the forefront? And if you had to have a feature, who would it be?
The forefront and a feature. I had to jump back out there. You know, I don't really know who I would have to do something with, because it just depends on the sound of what the music I'm making. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, I can do some R&B shit in a heartbeat. You know what I'm saying? Just some that for the ladies. And it's just options, you know. I would do a record with a Mario, of course, a Chris Brown, a Friday, Ty Dolla $ign.
You got to do it one good time. I think you should give us one more good, like, Joc sold out shows, performing on tour.
Yeah.
I think you have the ability to do that next wave of what that looks like, that next level.
Yeah, here's the crazy thing. I've never come off the road, right?
Okay, yeah, because you still book. Yeah, you still book.
So I get on that stage, man, and I watch the way people light up when I hit that stage. I watch the way these people recite my words. And so, yeah, I always be thinking about, yo, do I really want to have to push for this to be my... I'm going to keep it 100. I don't really care to make it my main source of income anymore.
Yeah.
Because what I've learned is people are very fickle, especially in our genre and our culture. We love you today and tomorrow, oh, you fell off. Well, damn, I'm human like you. Give me some time to step back and give me some time to properly produce and create something new for you. You know what I'm saying? Because if the music industry was a restaurant, right? Yeah, you don't mind snacking on fast food because it come out so fast, but you know it ain't no real substance.
Right.
But if you go sit down at a fine dining situation, whether it's 4 or 5 star, then you know you don't mind waiting for a minute for that meal, the meal to come out, because now you like,
right.
I know what I'm gonna get. I'm gonna get top of the line quality, and that's what I'm paying for today. That's what I'm willing to wait for. So for me, you know, I know I can go in and make records right now.
Yeah.
I still record.
Okay.
Because somewhere in that just get to the point, the politics of it. Once I put a record out, then I got to go support that record. And I got to go chase the support.
Yep.
And that's part of it. Actually, that's the funnest part, watching that shit come from this little creative spray, that little melter right in the middle of your eyes and come out your mouth, hit the mic, go through the process, get mixed, mastered, put out to the world, and then you sitting there watching a crowd full of people
just enjoy it and embrace your creation.
And say your shit with more love and enthusiasm than
you do.
You like, hey, that's a great feeling.
Yeah.
But I just, you know, the older I've gotten, the more mature and responsible that I've become. You know, I realize I have a family, I have children, you know, I have a wife, you know, I have businesses to tend to just outside of concerts and doing shows. So that's why, if you notice on Love and Hip Hop, I started at one point in time, I started wearing suit jackets. Because I figured, hell, if I could be funny and real and still be clean and fly, then why can't I host things?
And that's what we doing.
So I noticed it started happening, so that's what made me come and say, hey, I need something like morning radio. Because then people will say, well, hey, man, if he could talk to millions of men, women, and children in the morning,
the
impact of the flagship of most radio stations, if he could do that, why can't we put him in front of a crowd and talk on that mic? He's a natural at it. He ain't scared. He has the influence and even the popularity enough to stand on the stage and everybody know who he is.
Yeah, no,
right?
you do, and we gonna get into that because I think we at our first destination. Are we here?
Campus, a few doors down the street.
It's right here? Oh.
I went to open campus down the street, and my first job that I really got fired is right down the street from here too, Shawnee's.
You worked at Shawnee's?
I worked at that Shawnee's right now, boy. I was in that one.
I mean, I'm not laughing at that, but it's like...
Because I would get, here's the funny story. I would get off work right there at open campus.
And then, so you go right, oh wow.
So I throw that in on my right.
And you only did open campus because, like, what you do to get kicked out of school?
I didn't get kicked out of school.
Oh.
It's just, remember when I was telling you
earlier?
You
had it.
I was coming from semesters to quarters.
Oh,
so
and it put you...
The minute you come from semesters to quarters, you're behind on the curriculum.
Yep.
It's the time that's involved. It's the credit. It's the amount of credits coming from here opposed to that.
So where we at? Because I feel like I'm just in the middle of nowhere right now.
We right here in College Park. This Main Street College Park. You know what I'm saying? And to be honest with you, you know, College Park is College Park, right? But a lot of times when you hear about College Park, you don't hear about this part of College Park. So on Main Street, you know, College Park Jail.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? On Main Street, you got Open Campus, which is
back there.
Which is back that way, which is a school that I went to. I'm gonna show you the school I went to.
Okay.
That was the alternative school when you got kicked out of public school, or you had to go there if you really wanted.
But you ain't get kicked out.
I didn't get kicked out.
To move.
I had to try to play catch up if I wanted to graduate.
Yeah.
But College Park, his was interesting. If you go to any other parts of College Park, it really ain't no projects like that. I mean, it's hood. It's just as hood, but you know the projects a little different. And right behind us over that way is College Park Projects. And a lot of times, College Park Projects didn't get a lot of hype put on it.
It looked like they putting like a lot of, it's like rebuilding, gentrification going on.
Well, you got to. So how can Atlanta have the busiest airport in the world, right? And within 1 mile and a 2 mile radius of that airport, the infrastructure of the city surrounding it, because it's surrounded by almost 3 different cities.
Yeah.
How can we not have things for people to do? Why is it not more hotels or better hotels?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Why not 5-star hotels?
Right.
Why not 4 and 5-star restaurants?
Yeah.
Because it's the hood that's really around our airport. So why do if let's say if I come to your city and I have a layover that says it's a 3-4 hour layover, let's just say a 4-hour layover. Why do I have to drive almost 30 minutes in town to be able to get something considered 5-star?
Right.
If I had to leave out.
That's beautiful.
Now here we are approaching this College Park mural.
Okay.
It says welcome to College Park, you know what I'm saying? You know, I wanted you to see this because you got College Park train station right there. You know, I can't bring you to a city I grew up in and at least not show you some type of mural that says welcome to the city, you know what I'm saying? You know, you go to some places where it's crime ridden and they're gonna take you by a mural that shows you they fallen soldiers or things of that nature. I didn't want to do that. I just wanted to give you a better glimpse of what it looked like. Welcome to College Park, baby.
All right, so where we going next?
I would like to take you to, you know, Open Campus, you know what I'm saying, right up the street. This is, you know, where usually the troubled teens go from high school. Okay. When it was hard to kind of get ahead, you know. Myself, you know, earlier I told you I came from semesters to quarters. Okay. So I was so behind because I was going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. The semesters and the credits weren't adding up, so if I wanted to graduate or get a GED, I had to go to OC, and that's what I did.
Well, let's go. Come on. So what's your favorite part about College Park? I know we going to your school, you took me to the mural, but what's your ultimate favorite part?
I think the one thing I loved about College Park the most as a kid, growing up and becoming a teenager and an adolescent, I was able to experience the real and the next level after that. Meaning, when I say the real, I mean my community in an oppressed fashion. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I could see the hood, but that was also something to compare and contrast to right up the street. Like my first big house I bought, like when I got home, right? Yeah. Was in a neighborhood. Me and Rick Ross stayed in the same neighborhood, Legacy Hills. And you know, you come down Old National, that the hood, but that used to not be the hood. That was considered middle class.
I can't believe that.
I know you can't, but guess what? You look up one day and suddenly you crossing over one street, and you go from a house that would cost you 80 to 100,000 to now you go houses that cost $1 million, $2 million, $3 million. It's like I'm walking outside, I'm in the hood, but even in the hood, I might see a Rolls Royce go by, and it ain't like what that is. It's just like, oh yeah, we know what that is or who it possibly is. You know, see where it used to be called Open Campus is now the Promise Career Institute. Then you got Tri-Cities up the street right there. Nice to be over here, dog.
It's kind of crazy just knowing like this is where you were, you know, just being able to come back over here with you and.
Hey man, let me tell you something. This is where the girls went who might have got pregnant in school or was pregnant and just couldn't finish out school, had to come back to get their diploma or seal the deal with a GED.
They had to remodel it, right? It didn't look like this.
No, it didn't look like this. This shit look upgraded and new right here, but you know.
Okay, so where we going next?
So now we're about to transition from Main Street College Park to Old National. And here's the interesting thing. The entire Old National used to be College Park. Well, now one half is College Park, another half is considered South Fulton.
Okay.
But anybody from there is gonna still say
College Park.
College Park.
Yeah.
College Park.
Yeah.
You don't even hear the G.
College Park.
Not Cali.
College.
So it's like you saying college, but you leaving the G out.
Like we say Stone Mountain, but we don't say, like we say the mound, we don't say mountain.
Stone Mountain,
Yeah.
Stone Mountain.
Yeah, Stone Mountain.
Well, yeah, Stone Mountain.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Not Stone Mountain. Stone Mountain.
Stone Mountain.
Not College Park. College Park.
College Park.
Damn, you said that good.
Yeah.
My age, you kind of.
What kind of what?
Kind of one of them ones. You adapt well.
Oh Lord. I mean, I've been to a few hoods. I ain't never lived in the hood, but you know, I've been to
You never lived in the hood?
Nah, I never lived in the hood.
Well, good for you.
My daddy
baby.
fought for that. You know, he grew up in the hood, so he made sure that his kids didn't have to grow up.
And you know what's interesting, man? Sometimes once you adapt to a certain way of life, one day you just wake up and say, you know what? I no longer have to adhere to this surrounding, to my circumstances, because I mean, for real, the average. If you really take the average person who living in the hood right now, right? If I could show them how to let go of certain habits, whether it's just a habit that you have, or a spending habit, or just cultural habits, yo, they don't have to be in the hood.
You know
but
what?
it's certain habits that will keep you there.
That's true.
That's just what it is. You know, how you like think of this. At the end of the year, most people in the hood, they're gonna do everything in their power to make sure their kids got a Christmas. They're gonna spend out, have credit cards, go into debt. Because you know what they hoping gonna save them at the top of the year?
Them taxes.
Them income tax returns.
I already know.
So you mean to tell me I'm going to go into the new year in debt? It's a cycle. I'm going into the new year in debt, or thin. I'm thinning my finances out because I'm trying to make my kids feel like once in a lifetime or at the end of the year, we have it. And it's just it's a perpetuated cycle that keeps us down, because now you're coming into the top of the year trying to play catch up from last year. So that means you already started your new year off wrong, right? So now once you play catch up, boom, all right, you don't really go and really take care of business and then clean up what you already created, the mess of debt.
That makes sense.
Now you take that money, you trying to do something else. You trying
it's
to have
already really spent before you even get it.
Exactly.
To be honest.
So you keep spending money that you really don't have. And that's a perpetuated cycle that keeps us down. Like, look, hey y'all, hey.
So look, so since we talking about hoods,
come on.
I got a little game I want to play.
Hey, look, baby, I don't play no game.
I got a little game I want to play because I feel like you can help me out with this.
Come on,
all right, so I got a bag full of hood snacks.
All right.
So you got to tell me which one is more hood, like which one is your preference.
Okay.
All right, so I got the Chester's hot fries.
No, I'm keeping it 100.
Or the Andy Capp's hot fries.
On any day of the week, I'm going with the Andy Cap.
You going with the Andy Cap?
I'm going with Andy Cap.
Okay.
There's no cap. That's what we grew up on. Andy.
Yeah.
Now the Chester cheese hot fry, they kind of came up after, but they still busting though.
Yeah, they good. But that's first choice.
First choice.
Okay, I agree. All right, so we gonna go with the Slim Jim, or we gonna go with the TNT.
It depends on
red hot sausage.
It depends on what type of cat you are.
Okay.
And you just want something to keep you moving because you snacking, we're going with the Slim Jim. Okay. It's just cooler, it's a little more tougher, it feel like more like meat. If you trapping like you a trapaholic, like you really in the trap, like
you just go eat that again.
Nah, this right here, you might get you one of these and a pickled egg.
Yeah, together.
Shit, you know what I'm saying? Or you might
Why do I know that?
Or you might bust it down with a hot fry and you got a real meal.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's gonna hold you over.
Because this right here is more like I'm really trying to put something on my stomach. Yeah. This right here, I just want the flavor of something to hold me over. Yeah.
All right, so we're going with the wrap snacks.
Okay.
You going with Lil Baby All In, or you going with Rick Ross Sweet Chili Lemon Pepper?
I'm gonna keep it 100. So, all right, look. So you do know I was the first artist from Atlanta with rap snacks.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so if you do your research.
I didn't know that. You just taught me something.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep it 100. The little babies go a little harder than the Rosses. Because these Rosses got the sweet chili with the lemon.
Mm-hmm.
And I just know like black people like flavor.
Yeah.
We like seasoning. And that's just what it is. They're both good. But if I had to pick between the two, I'm going with the little baby. All in. It's just...
But see, Ross, the popcorn, the sweet chili lemon pepper popcorn to me is my favorite. I eat that over the chili.
It's better on the popcorn, baby. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. It's better on the popcorn.
All
right. We going Mambas or Airheads?
I'm going Airheads.
Yeah, I'm going Airheads too. We got the same.
See, Mambas is really like Mambas is like, you know, Mambas is like you just stopping at a machine, or you somewhere like that don't really got.
That don't have the candy you want.
Yeah, the Airheads is a hood flavor. Like Airheads, like you see the Airheads, it's like. It's a way you gotta eat that.
Yeah,
you know
do you make the pillow?
Oh yeah.
No. What you do? Hold on, let me see what you do.
What you mean?
So when I eat Airhead, I just like, well, I shake it and I make it go all the way down to where it's like a little pillow.
Yeah, see, look how they done did it.
They cheated you.
They cheated us. Airheads used to be this long.
Right.
But you know, I love Airheads.
Yeah, me too. Airheads is my favorite.
You want be?
I'm gonna eat mine. I got mine. Okay. I share.
Okay, now I'll touch it now.
Okay, you got it. Yeah.
I mean, if you don't care, I can do it over. We can
No, it's okay. I got more. Okay, wait. I got one more for you.
Cool.
This the last one.
Mm-hmm.
You got the honey buns or the oatmeal cream pie?
Hold on.
Which one?
It depends on where you at in your life in the hood.
Why is this a life decision?
Because, see, I'm saying where you at in your life.
Where you at in your life?
See, a honey bun, you know, you take that right here and throw it in the microwave.
It's going to be, oh my God.
You're going to sleep after that.
You're right.
Because it's not a full meal, but it's a hold me down meal.
Yeah.
See, the oatmeal pie, that's what you eat with grandma, granny, big mama, whatever you call it now. Yeah.
So you going with you can't choose. We going with both of them, but it just depend on what day.
Come on, I got tired of the hood.
Okay. Hood snacks for child. But I picked the right snacks though.
You did. I'm happy. I like to do that.
Yeah.
You know, you're all right.
I know.
You brought that shit out. This was my first job in high school.
Where you taking me now?
I'm taking you to the old Engles, baby.
The old Engles, okay.
And the interesting thing about it, this Engles, I took this job because, remember I told you early, that little defining point on Old National where it go from the hood to, damn, wait a minute.
Like I thought we would,
Like, wait a minute. It's just a shootout over here, but then you cross over and it's like, all of that, right? So that's where Ralph stayed at. So my first job, I said I wanted to be as close as I could be to the money because I wanted to see the type of people that lived in those houses.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So this is right here. So where we're at is right across the street from then Holyfield House.
Okay.
Now known as Rick Ross's home. You know what I'm saying? So this is my first job, was that I was a cashier. You know, I walked in there, they was like, they wasn't giving young black boys a job as a cashier.
$10 an hour.
Hell no, you won't get no $10 an hour.
What you get?
$4.25 an hour. And that was as a bag boy, right? But because I was always a little different, I was like, yo, I'm not finna just sit here and bag groceries. Like, I can count, I'm hospitable, I'm responsible, and I'm trustworthy. I told the manager that. I said, so what are you saying you want to do? Be the manager? I said, nah, I'll be a cashier.
I'm just letting you know. Like,
I said, I know cameras on me. You ain't got to worry about nothing, dog. I'm good with that. Man, get what? I was a cashier. All the celebrities used to come through, and I used to hook them up. I I used to hook them up, boy.
With anything they need.
But I remember one time this woman walked in, man. Listen, man, this girl was so fine. Listen, oh my God, she was fine. The minute I saw her, I said, she getting all the meat she wants. She come through this line, I'm gonna charge you for 1 pack of steak and everything else is on the house.
Oh,
she got close to me, like, nah, she fine. She turned to the side, she had one arm.
Oh my God.
Fine as one arm chick you ever seen in your life. And get what I did?
What? You got her number?
I just hooked up with some meat. You know what I'm saying? I hooked her right on up with that meat. A buggy full, yeah.
Oh my God.
And I mean, I'm serious. I'm talking about just.
Yeah, no, I believe you. Like,
more.
I just feel like you got stories for days.
Yeah, I do.
Like, I feel like, like just knowing you.
Oh yeah. I really do. Yeah.
Oh Lord. So when it comes to, you know, the neighborhood, we in your hood.
Yeah.
You know, you grew up.
Right now, for real. Yeah.
Right now.
Yeah.
This is like your stomping grounds.
Uh huh.
You grew up with both parents. Like you said, your one was on one side, one was on the other. But then they split, and then you kind of divided too.
Oh no, they were never together.
They was never together.
From as far as me being born, no, yeah.
They was never together.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And then, unfortunately, we lost a great woman, your mom.
Yep.
You know, I lost my dad to colon cancer in 2009, and I think your mom, she was, lung cancer, right? Am I saying it right? I know that she's a very, very, very important piece of your life. You know, I could tell that you take a lot from her, and she did a great job raising you.
Yeah.
What was one of the biggest things that she taught you?
You know, my mom was a person who, she gonna call you on your shit. I don't care who you think you are to her.
Yeah.
She gonna call you on your shit. And I think that's where people feel like I just be like, but Joc crazy, he gonna say whatever. No, it's not really whatever. It's learning how to say what's really and truly on your heart.
Because a lot of people hold back.
We
a
don't.
lot of people have a filter.
We hold back. That's this filter is trying to be, excuse me, quote unquote politically correct. Yeah, nah.
I love that. I love that. So we hear the old Engles.
You know, that's the Engles I was in when I met Tashina Arnold and Tisha Campbell.
That's crazy. On the south side.
Yeah, because Holyfield stayed right
there.
And
okay.
They stayed right over here, and I remember they came in one night. I was like, "Oh my God, that is, oh good God, that Tashina Arnold was." I'm a young man. I'm 15, looking at her like, shit. I ain't know she was that fine. You know, at that time of my life, you know, they popping. And I said, what y'all looking for? She said, well, I need some drink mixes. I need some stuff to make some drinks. I said, well, what you trying to make, baby? She said, baby, you too young to understand what we're trying to make. I said, well, I can't help you if I don't know.
If you don't know.
She said, I like him. She said, take me up here. We're trying to make some pink panties. I said, girl, what is that? I think pink panties is gin and pink lemonade.
I ain't never had it.
I wanted it when they told me about it.
Pink
yeah,
panties.
yeah, man.
Wait, so how did you get into, that's what I want to know, the transitions. I want to know the transitions from open campus to music, from music to TV, from TV to radio.
So, here's the fun thing. When I was on the west side, right, I knew that I had talent, and I wanted to hone my talent.
Okay.
I never forget this shit. I wanted to go to North Atlanta, because we had the magnet programs. You know, you had magnet at North Atlanta and magnet at Tri-Cities. And these were both performing arts schools. So of course I tried out for North Atlanta. I tried, didn't go too well, you know what I'm saying? Just the singer was like, boy, what the hell was that? Didn't get accepted. All right, whoop-de-doo, family, I didn't make it into North Atlanta. Right? Tri-Cities was a performing arts school too. They had YEA, Youth Ensemble of Atlanta, Mr. Freddie Hendrix. It was just one of those things like, everybody was over there, you know what, Keenan and Kel and Escape and so many of these different actors and stuff was coming out of there and I wanted to go there. But I just never made it. I don't know, I think I just lost the love for it. I was like, maybe I can't do it their way, I gotta do it my way.
Yeah, and that was you going into the music.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so you get into the music. It's going down. It's where I picked up. Now I know you probably had some stuff before that.
Well,
right?
yeah, I was doing all type of stuff before that. A bunch of songs that I could even show you where other bigger artists took my songs. But if I do that, it'll probably unravel some relationships today.
Ooh,
Yeah.
And you know you the king of going viral right now.
I say anything.
Anything you go viral.
That's true.
Yeah.
I say anything that's true.
Yeah.
Because you can't knock me for telling the truth.
Yeah.
Unless it's some truth that you should have kept to yourself.
And you learned that from your mom.
You can't. I don't give a damn. Hey man, sometimes see with my mom, what we bumped heads out a lot is the delivery.
Okay.
Her ain't have no filter, dog. Her ain't have no filter. She don't give a shit.
Yeah, it's coming out
If she
raw.
was in church and the pastor said something, she like, God, y'all lied. That's a damn lie. She does.
To the pastor?
And you like, Mom, hold on. What you doing? Oh, you tripping. We gonna make this left right here, man. Like,
Oh, man.
You're like, Mama, you tripping. I know, God. Oh, well, you just said that shit to pastor.
Right.
My mom was like that.
She didn't care.
Because in her mind, she said, you know what? I don't care how good you look when you deliver me bad news. It's still bad news.
It's still bad news.
And so that was her way of saying, why am I dressing it up for you? Because if I'm telling you the truth, it's the truth. And if the truth hurts you, then you're going to consider that as bad news. So ain't no sense in me dressing up to deliver you bad news, because guess what? It's still going to hurt.
And believe it or not, everybody needs that one person like her in their life. Because I feel like a lot of us dress it up.
But don't leave my dad out of this. I know this. You know, in our communities, you know, we've been so taught to suppress the convo of the dad that mama, I was talking about the mama. Hey, my mama wasn't the only one. My dad is still.
I love that.
And was. A real one.
You can call him anytime.
Man, what the hell you talking about, man? That man, listen, man. Boy, look, boy.
Yeah.
Hey, man. Hey, man. Hey, man.
He taught you the things that she couldn't teach you. It was a real balance.
I had that balance, and that's why I know how important it is to have both parents in the home. Even if they're not in a home, in the child's mind,
they need to know I got
the
mine.
home. The home is here, and whoever is controlling the thoughts in here, that's home.
That's important.
Yeah, it's important. So, you know, it's really interesting that I'm so mild tempered and just cool, because my dad was a firecracker and my mom was.
Both of them.
What? So I used to be like, how the hell y'all two hook up? Because,
how does
you
it
know,
work?
to this day, I be like, damn, like, because she ain't play the radio.
Yeah.
And he ain't either. You know what I'm saying? So right now I'm showing you, and you know, this is the difference, you know. I want to show you something so funny, like how we kind of, you know, it's moving on up. I'm going to show you what moving on up look like.
Okay.
So I'm going to show you where we moved across the street from one home. All right, so coming up on the right, this is my old house right here. My dad stayed here. I never forget my oldest brother chased me out that garage right there with this rifle he found in the house. And my dad came home and whooped both of our goddamn ass. In his front yard, actually, he whooped my ass.
Oh my God.
I'm like, why am I getting whipped? He said, because you done did some other shit you ain't had a whipping for, and I know you ain't. I just ain't found out. So he get
it's
this
something
whipping.
you need it. It's for everything.
Buy ass whipping, get ass whipping free.
Oh my God.
BOGO, buy one, get one half off, goddamn. I'll whoop your ass too. That, you know, that's kind of one of them, like, nigga. So that kind of helped me. But see, my brother's keeper, that's the whole concept. That's what made me understand the concept of my brother's keeper. Just because I had nothing to do with what you're doing, your wrongdoings, I still should make sure my influence is present, and I tell you, hey, that's wrong. So if nothing else, I can always go back and say, I told you.
Yeah.
Well, we live in a society, and pardon me for pointing my fingers in your face, but I'm just
That's
getting
okay. No,
expressive.
I talk with my
We
hands.
live in a society where people hate to be told, I told you so. It's like, it's the wrong way. Well, you don't rub, you know, they say, don't kick a man while he's down. Well, I'm down, I told you. That's like kicking me. No, it's not. That's saying, get your ass up, and remember, when I tell you some shit, know that I'm telling you some shit out of love.
I get it.
Now I'm gonna show you, we moved from this house, I'm gonna show you the house we moved into. Pull on up, yeah, pull on up. So we moved from across the street over here to Ashley Downs, man. And
Right.
I felt like life had got a little better.
I mean, it is a step up from the last house.
Literally a step. A step across the damn street.
But back
it's a better
then,
house.
this was, you know.
That was a better house. Yeah, Chili from TLC, man. Her mama stayed on the street. That's what made this neighborhood kind of popular.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep it on. Not kind. It was like Chili Mama stay over there. Like, where you stay over there by Chili Mama house?
Chili Mama house. That was the talking.
Oh,
point.
you letting that shit out. You letting that shit fly.
You letting it go every
Oh
time.
yeah, we stay by Chili Mama house.
What's the key? Why you laughing? Cause the hot fries. Those the best hot fries ever.
Oh, they buzzing.
I understand.
I'm thinking for the buzz down.
I understand. Okay. So, how are you able to continue to keep going viral, to stay relevant, to like, you on every blog, you're always a topic of discussion. You don't have to do it, whether it's changing your hair, whether it's saying something, whether it's being seen driving an Uber, it doesn't matter, like you go viral. Like, what's the key to that?
It really ain't no key to that. I'm gonna tell you honestly, here's what happens.
Okay.
You find yourself expressing yourself how you choose to express yourself, and at that time you express yourself, maybe there's something so unorthodox about it that it leaves people perplexed.
So you don't sit home and plan it and be like, this how I'm gonna go viral today?
Hell no. You'll be sitting, I mean, if I want to go viral today, I could just slap you right now.
You could.
I'm going viral. If I'm going viral right now, this is a video.
Don't hate me though.
Somebody walk in the room right now and we all have the same thought. We're like, oh, you got that one friend like, oh, hell no. Girl,
it's shaking up the table.
Girl, we know her fucking wig back here, bitch, shut up. Let her figure that. She got a team with her. Let them tell her.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
And that's who I am. That's why I don't love hip hop. I might see something like, boy, hey, man, y'all nigga tripping. And somebody at home saying the same thing.
Right.
I relate. I'm relatable.
You are.
I'm relatable.
You are relatable, because I mean, but why the hair though? I always wonder. No, I'm not. No.
But I'm relatable. But
I
why
never
the
seen
hell?
nobody do the hair like you do the hair though.
I know.
So, okay, what is it? Is it because it went viral the first time, so you were like, okay, this what got them talking, so let me bring it back?
I already knew.
Okay.
I already knew. Look, I got a lot of sense. So I'm knowing if I see something like, but I know, man, bro, you is dead tripping, boy.
Yeah.
See, here's the thing about me. I've had my rounds with women, okay? Some people can say that's a good attribute, and some people say that's a not so favorite attribute. You know? Some parts of society say, my boy be having, butterhead is, his way. But then you got somebody who else is like, I don't like that for you. You're such a nice guy. Don't dim your light to just be because you have a big sexual appetite. You know what I'm saying? So I had to put that out there so people get a contrast when I speak about things. But realistically, I know what's going on. And so when I said, man, I'm finna do some shit that everybody gonna be like, but it's crazy.
What?
I went right to the salon.
That was the little slick.
That was the swoopé.
The
The swoopé. Should have changed my name to Young Swoopé. Yeah. I'm just saying though, think about it. I was going on
How's your hair right now?
Hip Hop Squares. It's just a little temp fade, what you've been seeing for the last couple of years. You talking about, don't be trying to,
let me see, tell the truth.
Come close.
Let me see.
Let me see.
Let me see
Look,
her.
how's your hair under there? No, I'm just playing. Motherfucker peel off from the back.
Right?
I'm just playing, man.
It's not a wig. It's not a wig.
All good. So let me see. Something like, oh yeah, put that.
No.
Down, goddamn. Slick that shit back down, goddamn.
Oh my God, it's the worst.
Nah, but I literally knew that. I said, you know what, I'm about to go on. I'm going to Hip Hop Square. I was like, I'm gonna do something that I know they're gonna be like. I wanted to disrupt their regularly scheduled program. And that's what I did. That's exactly what I did.
But that's what I'm saying. You know what to do.
Because I have to understand. Because I sit back and say, hey man, what is woo-doo? And everybody like, boy, you crazy? That shit'll go left.
And I want you to keep it real with me because I feel like in this moment you can.
Oh shit.
So you have a strong sexual appetite. You recognize beauty. You love women. And I know that it has caused some problems in your marriage. But y'all are working through it. Y'all are still together, but how can both of the worlds collide and work? Because you are who you are.
You gotta ask that question differently because you say, how do they collide and work?
I mean, like, how do they come together and work?
because I'm married now, so I'm not acting on certain emotions. I'm not acting out on certain wants, or I don't need a certain level of interaction for fulfillment. You know what I'm saying? And what happens is a constant reminder when I go to work, when I go home, when that beautiful, educated, spiritually anchored woman walk in that house,
everything else go out the window.
and I look at her and I be like, you know, my life changed when you got to rocking, just as your life changed. When our worlds came together, it brought on something that the other distractions couldn't weed out. It couldn't weed me and her out. You know what I'm saying? It was just like, it felt so real, and it still does to this day.
Good.
And we human. So when people hear that, oh yeah, it's trouble in paradise, and guess what?
It might be, but
paradise get hit worse by what? Storms and hurricanes. But they always find their way back. You know what I'm saying? It's always trouble in paradise, and you got to understand that analogy wholeheartedly to understand what I'm saying. You know, I see beautiful women all the time. I'm not gonna lie. My wife don't see this. You think she don't see attractive men? You know one thing about it, my wife not even attracted to short men. I'm a short man.
Yeah.
So even dealing with her,
that's true. I've seen short, but go ahead.
You like tall niggas, you know what I'm saying? Take a minute. You get the stuttering. So when I see tall niggas, I'm like, hey, come here, let me fix your hair right here. I'm cover your eye. You don't even see that nigga over there.
Yeah.
What you looking at? Well,
yeah.
You know, I'm not doing that for real, but I used to feel like that early on in our relationship, because somewhere in there you be like, damn, I know I gotta be honest, because I like who I'm with. I love my wife, right? But it's been times in life where it's something that walk by and you like,
you get a little bit distracted.
Well, it's just like because it ain't no different than if I see a car ride by.
Okay, I see
right?
what you're saying.
I have nice
like
luxury cars, but I might look and let me see how you did your whip. I look at my wife, the way she walk, like I'm like, damn, I'm motherfucker thick. Like I like my wife, you know, she got a nice body, beautiful face, sweet, but
it's like it lasts for a quick
she'll
second.
look gangsta under there. And so I assess my wife and what I got. And when I look at somebody might walk by, I might be like, okay, I see what she did. Okay. Okay, she wore these type of shoes instead of those type of shoes. I may look at that, but that might come off like, you so disrespectful. Not really. I really was looking at her feet hanging over the goddamn shoe.
Do you think as a man, is it okay for like if you're married or in a relationship, a committed, serious relationship, is it okay to look and admire, but as long as you don't touch it?
Hey, man, you know
is that okay?
You know, because it depends on your religion.
Your religion?
Yeah, because in the Christian world, they say if you look for too long, you're lusting.
You're lusting. You appreciate beauty.
But what your person, your significant other, your whoever, they gotta understand that. You know what I'm saying? I might look, but with my wife, respectfully, I might say, baby, I'm gonna get your attention. So you know I'm engaging you, and I'm not just talking like, damn, she fine. I'm saying, baby, do you like that outfit? Because if I'm looking at that, I have a wife, baby, be my muse. I don't have to look at nothing else. I can put that on you and it look just as good, if not better.
Right.
But you got to be able to find that space with your person. And it's going to take a woman who's not insecure to be able to understand that. Yeah, baby. Ain't nobody better do that shit right to me.
Oh, my God. Wait, so South Beach and then Megaplex? No, Megaplex, then South Beach?
Well, this whole thing is considered a Megaplex.
Oh, this whole plaza is the Megaplex. Okay.
But they called it 112 Megaplex. Well, thank you, my good man.
You're welcome.
All right. Some time ago, this was considered, you know, this was crow's nest.
So tell me what happened, because I feel like your energy, you're a businessman, your vibes.
Yeah.
Like, what happened?
So we got like Harold's Chicken and Ice Bar. Always good food, always a good time. Nikki's Smoking Room. Nikki died in a car accident. And you know, she really had the piano boy across the street. This, her and the dad, old man Nick, you know what I'm saying? grown folks across the street. Used to be the Cajun Crab House. It used to be Fat Tuesdays. You know what I'm saying? Like this is
This
one.
is a real South Side right here.
Yeah, nah. And see, so you had Crow's Nest, and this was like one of the first spots that you could come to right here on the South Side in this plaza right here, and that shit would pop. So I came in one day with Shouter, man, and he was doing he was actually doing a comedy show in the club, and I was like, man. I'm like, bro, you can't come back in here, man. Like, not with it looking like this. This ain't it. I came over here to do this, man. Because once we shut that business down, opportunity came my way. JD from my station, Streets 94.5, came and hollered at me. He said, what you think about it? I was like, man, I was just in that place. No, I don't want to do that. He said, but it's 10,000 square feet. I said, damn, 10,000 square feet. That ain't no little room. That ain't place. So I said, let's go check it out, man. So came over here one morning. I walked in with my squad and MiAsia. They're like, nah, man, that ain't it. And I said, you know what? I said, I think this is it. And we was coming to this, like more in the hood, smaller, not as big and elaborate or luxurious or illustrious or whatnot. And so niggas was like, nah, and I was like, nah, this is it.
That's it.
And my first order of business was to show the Southside how to properly do it when you really cater to your people. So I wanted to make sure if I brought lobster tails, it was gonna be the big boy lobster tails.
Yeah.
If I brought you shrimp, they were not only gonna be fresh, they were gonna be the big boy shrimp. Colossal, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The U-class motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? I wanted to make sure if we made drinks, you was gonna get your money's worth. You wanted a good time, I was gonna get your money's worth, and that's what I did, man. And when we opened this up, as soon as we opened up, got it going, boom, COVID hit.
Woo.
COVID
2020.
Hit. 2020, yeah, man.
2020.
And it's so amazing that I've hosted some of the biggest artists that are like huge right now in our culture. I remember the first night I opened this up, you know who I had here open this up?
Let me think. Somebody from this side?
Nope.
Future.
Nope.
Who?
Lil Durk. Lil Durk was my opening night right here.
Yeah.
You know the biggest night I had at venue? You know who came in there and shut that shit down?
Durk.
Nope. Meg Thee Stallion.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So I got a chance to get both of them before they really like
Pop.
Don't get me
They were
wrong.
already popping.
Durk was already on.
Yeah.
But Durk was starting to like really gain momentum. This was right before Durk did the record with Drake.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It was already Durk, you know, but to the masses, did him right here before that record came. Boom. It came in the same year basically.
Yeah.
Meg, I called Meg, man. I think to this day, Meg don't fuck with me because
Oh, no.
we got at her beginning price. And when she walked in there, she's like, oh, these niggas done made too much money off of me. And because I done been, I'm an artist. I done walked in and be like, yeah, we gave them a good price. And I'm walking like, oh, hell nah. Y'all niggas y'all gonna make 200,000 off of this tonight.
About to be crazy.
Like, I don't even want to come inside and perform. I see all these cars. So yeah, this was it, man. But I'm gonna show you something that broke my heart.
So this was South Beach.
This
whole time I had no idea. I thought this whole time it was 112 Megaplex.
So right here one night I'm having an amazing night. My Rolls Royce is parked outside. Rocko's Rolls Royce is parked outside. And Rocko came through. Rocko one of them type of cats that just pull up on you. You know? Like
Not playing.
Nah, it's just it's a genuine kind of, if I'm pulling up on you, it might not even be announced, but you know, if I'm pulling up on you, I feel safe and I feel like we rock, you know what I mean? And I never forget this young man was inside this club and he just told me, man, I feel like I'm your brother, man. You feel like the brother I never had. I'm like, man, I appreciate it. He's like, man, I just want to be a better person. I'm like, cool. It was calm. And I don't know if some came over, I don't know if it was the devil. I don't know if it was a pill or drugs or something. And he just started talking crazy. Saying crazy shit like this nigga Rocko.
Out of nowhere.
Out of nowhere, like this nigga broke. Look at his hair. I'm like, what you talking about?
To you?
No, he's still here. I'm talking to Rocko.
Okay.
And as I'm talking to Rocko, my other cohorts, my brothers, we all communicate with Rock. And so Rock don't hear him. He's like, this nigga broke, man. Look at this nigga hair. And I'm saying, hey, yo, whoa. Do you know Rock? I had to put him aside. I said, you know Rock?
Yeah.
And he go, no, I don't know. And I'm like, well, look, that's my partner, man. Look, let me tell you something. You better cool out with that. Like, I know bro on some real shit. And if he hear you doing all this, I don't want it to go left.
Yeah.
It's a business for me, and that's my partner. So you just said you feel like I'm your big brother, but now you about to really create an issue between me and you about this. All right, you right. So at that moment, I was like, I don't like this energy. Let's shut it down. Because shutting it down will get people out the building, and we could keep vibing how we want to, and that was the plan. Young man comes out here. Next thing you know, he gets into it with my cousin. Young lady walks out this door, who he supposedly messing with him. She walked to her car, parked over there. She get back out, she come over here to see what's going on. He pull out a gun on her, put the gun in her face.
Oh my God.
So she like, so you gonna pull a gun out on me? My security standing right here, but what can he do? The gun out. So she goes inside, bypass my brother, my business partner, walk past him, walk to my nephew, who she dating. Now, as this going on, I just walk away from my nephew. I said, nephew, we finally figured it out. I shake his hand. I said, baby boy, we on our way. I walk off. When I walk away, I go to my office to count some money. She comes in, I don't know it, because if I wouldn't have walked off, I said, hey, no, don't come in, what's going on? Who doing what? We ain't doing none of that. She told my nephew, dude that just pulled a gun on him.
Oh my God.
He come out this door right here. As soon as he come out this door, he like, what's going on? Young man out here in the car now, about to pull off. Jumps out his car, whole shootout go on, ensues, and he hit my nephew. And
Right
so,
here.
Right here. Right here.
Oh no.
So as you come out that door, my nephew right here. And as I'm coming out the door, before I come out the door, he comes to the back, she comes to the back yelling. Another waitress that worked for us said, hey y'all, it's a shooting outside, whatever. I'm like, who's shooting? Like, I don't know, but somebody outside, so I think somebody got shot. I'm like, well, who got shot? By the time I walk out this door, I'm walking out to see my nephew. I'm like, what the fuck? I look up, I see his dad coming this way, looking at me. And I'm like,
at this point, you frantic, like, you don't know.
just come right here. His dad walk up to him. He losing it. He falling out. I'm holding him. Watch my nephew lifeless right here. Yeah, so not the damper the moment.
I know, but
if this is what we're doing, as far as really exchanging, content about who I am, what I've been through, and where I'm going, this is one of those turning points in my life. When I just started to realize that, no matter how much good you do, how down to earth you may be, how humble you may be, how good spirited you may be to the world, to people, there comes a time in the day when we all, expire, and we don't know how we're gonna transition. We don't know what's gonna be the cause of our expiration, but life happens, and it happens fast. And that changed my outlook on life a lot. And I've been through it before. I've been through a lot of death, MiAsia, but I'm not a sad boy rapper. I'm not an emo. You know what I'm saying?
Deep and dark. Yeah.
Yeah, but I've been through a lot, man, and that changed my outlook on the club industry. I made a lot of money in this place right here, man, a lot of money. I mean, when COVID was happening, people was coming from every city right here because I still had a restaurant license. So as long as I cycled it out 100 people at a time, if you got people this parking lot during COVID, man, was so crazy. This parking lot right here, people would pull up and be waiting for the next rotation of people to come out so they can go in, because it was the only thing that was going on in Atlanta like that.
I really appreciate you for sharing this with me, because I had no idea. Like, has this been something that is public knowledge, or like? Yeah,
it's public knowledge. Yeah. I mean, it was on the news. I lost my nephew.
Ooh. All right, so Joc, we do this thing, a question with Coach.
Okay.
But basically, Coach can ask whatever question he want to ask that he been dying to ask, just based on the ride and how it's been going.
Can he be living to ask?
Can he be living it?
Can he be living to ask opposed to dying to ask?
We're going to get into this one question.
You could go back and talk to that young kid, your younger self, Yung Joc, before, you was Yung Joc, elementary school days. what advice would you give that kid based on, you know, you able to grow and become the person that you have become? If you had to go back and talk to that young kid, what advice would you give him?
I would go back and say, boy, you're going to be around a long time. Pace yourself.
Longevity.
Brace yourself. Trust in the process and never displace yourself. Because a lot of the things that I'm living through right now and seeing are a lot of the things that I wanted, believed, and prayed for. So I would be able to go back and tell myself, I told you so.
Wow.
One thing we as humans hate to hear another human tell us is I told you so. Because I told you so typically comes with a negative connotation, which means if I'm telling you I told you so, that means you're wrong. You didn't get it and I did, which is never a moment to celebrate. Because I realized I failed at something.
Yeah.
So I would go back and tell myself, hey man, I'm gonna tell you ahead of time, I told you so. Because all you gotta do is believe and you'll be all right.
That's true. Did they answer your question, Coach?
Yes, absolutely.
They call you the Black Donald Trump? They still call you that?
Nah.
Nah.
That'd be funny because when I performed in my shows, I said,
You be wanting to take
I be
that
like,
part out?
boys, and they call me black. And people like, Donald Trump.
And you be like,
No, when I say I think people don't realize it instead, and they be like, wait, and I think they be having the same question. They still call you the black
they
Donald
still
Trump?
call you the Black Donald Trump?
I'm trying to figure it out. Yeah, sir, are you still the black Donald Trump, sir?
So look, you know the elections are coming up.
Yeah.
What
Yes.
advice, because you know you drop gems, you're very intelligent.
Thank
What
you.
advice could you give to people who are confused? Because right now a lot of people don't know which way to go.
That's what I would tell you. It's kind of hard to believe that a person with such a nasty disposition is going to have great, wholesome, and clean policies. You know what I'm saying? Because my disposition as a person is a direct reflection of my policies as a person. See, if my policies as a person is to respect people, then you wouldn't see me disrespecting people. If my policies as a person said to always be honest, then you wouldn't see me lying to people.
That's true.
So I believe the policies of a person would generally yield the policies of a presidential candidate campaign. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
So when I see a person that makes me feel like, nah, that was bad, that was distasteful, ooh, that was immature, oh, that was low, oh, that was conniving. It's hard to believe that your policies as a person will not ever show up in your policies as a president.
Yeah.
You know?
I hope that makes sense to everybody who's kind of
If that don't make sense, then goddamn, you
they
know
gotta
what?
play it back 3 times just to try to understand the message.
Just go to sleep. You
Just
don't
go to
understand what I
sleep.
just said. No.
Now, I always wanted to ask, these Vlad interviews, what's up with these Vlad interviews?
Shit, you know what's up with them.
What's up with them?
What's up with them? Why am I sitting here next to you right now?
I don't know. Why are you sitting next to me right now?
Because I have an interesting point of view. My POV is not of the norm. My POV is not going to be in the regular conversation. But once I drop my POV, then I think people that are a part of the regular conversation soon adapt some of my thoughts and my POVs, and then you start hearing my name more, and that's why you're able to say these Vlad interviews. Because other than that, people associate Vlad with the police.
They do, and that's why. And I don't know the truth, but that's why I was wondering, like, if they do that.
Let me tell you something. You know, niggas always get mad at a snitch, right? But if you telling all your business to the snitch, you need to be mad at your motherfucking self.
Because you know he gonna go tell.
Because you running your goddamn mouth. So if I got on Vlad and I don't run my goddamn mouth about the wrong shit, I shouldn't have no issues, right?
As to why, yeah.
So what the fuck else we got to talk about, baby? That's it.
The same thing with Boosie. You know, like he's doing the same thing.
And I mean, listen, when it gets to a point where I'm out and about and I'm moving around, you got some people walking, hey man, love your music. I'm like, thank you. Hey man, I love you on TV. I'm like, man, hey man,
I love you on radio.
I love you on radio. Hey man, I love them 2 new movies you got out. You know what I'm saying? Man, that goddamn gas station, I got a story to tell. I love it. That new Allure, that shit crazy. You love that. Then somebody come up and say, hey man, it be the people I least expect. It be women, younger children, and older men. They always walk up and say, hey, I love what you're doing on Black.
Good, that's crazy.
So when I hear that, I'm always shocked by the people that walk up and say it.
That say it, yeah.
Yo, I get people walking look like they dead homeless.
Because you're dropping gems, you're informing the people, like you are giving a different perspective.
Yeah, I just try not to get caught up in the regular bullshit.
Yeah. Take advantage of the platform.
And don't let the platform take advantage of you.
Exactly. I want to give you something.
Oh, my age, I'm married, baby. You know what I'm saying?
It ain't nothing like that.
I was just playing.
It ain't nothing like that.
I was just playing.
So it's just something small. It's not like I spent a whole 10 racks on it or nothing like that.
Okay.
It's just a bottle. It's from a Black-owned business. I feel like the brand stands for everything that I believe in. And, you know, when it comes to the culture, when it comes to just Black Atlanta Mecca, you are that. And so this bottle right here is just like a little small token of appreciation for everything that you do in the city. I think it's a good whiskey that I think you should try.
First and foremost, I just want to tell you thank you, MiAsia, for being cavalier enough to spread your wings and to embark on a new journey, putting forth a certain level of effort to see that you continue to have your way. I appreciate you, you know what I'm saying? Because I think sometimes people get caught up in the talent. And I think people should be more informed and understand the position of the person who's able to garner the talent before your eyes. The person who's able to ask the questions that you never heard answers to.
Yeah.
You know, and I just want to give you your flowers because I think it's important, you know what I'm saying? Whether someone considers this successful or not, I love the fact that you're trying. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of people who have had the same opportunities as you, who's had way more money and backing than you, who's had just as much, if not more talent than you, and still never seen the day of light to find their space or find their way. So I just want to salute you just as a Black man to a Black woman. Go get your thing. You know, a lot of times when we look on platforms, especially social media, they're always running the gamut of, you know, why we can't get along and see things eye to eye. And I just want to let you know that I see things the way you see things, and I appreciate you, Black woman.
Well, I appreciate that.
For real, straight up.
Thank you. And just like that, another episode of Black Truck Convos is in the can. Thank you so much, Yung Joc, for coming in, taking us on a journey. I learned a lot about College Park. I'm from Atlanta, but that was a whole nother side, a whole nother atmosphere, and a whole nother vibe. Make sure you follow us on all social media at MSLmedia_. You can follow me as well at MiAsia Symone. That's MiAsia and Symone with a Y. And don't forget to follow Black Truck Convos on Instagram at Black Truck Convos. Until next time.